The NHL trade market is heating up, and two very different names are suddenly at the center of the conversation. One is a former superstar goal scorer with a massive contract. The other is a quiet, hard-working forward suddenly drawing league-wide attention. And somehow, both stories are connected by timing, opportunity, and pressure. Right now, there's growing league belief that the Montreal Canadiens are seriously exploring the idea of trading Patrik Laine. This isn't just idle rumor anymore. This is about direction. When Montreal acquired Laine, the vision was simple: elite scoring power, a dangerous shot, and a proven NHL finisher to help stabilize the offense. And when Laine is on, he's still one of the most lethal shooters in hockey. But the problem hasn't been talent. It's been availability, consistency, and fit. Laine's contract is significant. His injury history raises questions. And the Canadiens are deep in a rebuild built around youth, flexibility, and patience. Montreal isn't desperate to win now. They're building to win later. And that timeline may not align with Patrik Laine. So if the Canadiens move him, the big question becomes obvious. Who replaces him? The most realistic replacement might already be in the locker room. Caufield is the future of Montreal's offense. If Laine is traded, Caufield becomes the clear, unquestioned go-to scorer. No competition, no hesitation. The offense will be fully built around him. If Montreal wants speed and creativity instead of pure shooting, Martin Nečas is a name that fits perfectly. Nečas is younger, faster, and more versatile. He drives play, something Montreal desperately values. This would signal a shift from shot-first hockey to pace-first hockey. Another intriguing name is Nikolaj Ehlers. Ehlers doesn't have Laine's streakiness. He brings consistent production, speed, and two-way reliability. For a young team, that consistency can be more valuable than raw star power. There's also a very real possibility Montreal doesn't replace Laine at all. Instead, they lean fully into draft picks, prospects, cap flexibility, trusting Caufield, Juraj Slafkovsky, and Nick Suzuki to grow into bigger roles. It wouldn't be flashy, but it would be patient. While Montreal weighs a blockbuster decision, something quieter, but equally important, is happening in Toronto. According to league sources, 7 NHL teams are showing interest in Bobby McMann of the Toronto Maple Leafs. 7 teams. That's not casual scouting. That's serious demand. Bobby McMann isn't a superstar. He doesn't sell jerseys. He doesn't dominate highlight reels. But NHL front offices love players like him. He brings size, speed, physicality, versatility, and a team-friendly contract. In a salary cap league, that combination is gold, especially near the trade deadline. Now the Maple Leafs face a tough decision. Do they keep McMann as depth for a playoff run, or flip him while his value is peaking? With 7 teams calling, Toronto holds the leverage. They can wait, they can negotiate, and they can demand real value in return. Here's where things get interesting. Montreal is deciding whether to move a star for flexibility. Toronto is deciding whether to move depth for assets. Different teams, different players, same pressure. The NHL trade market rewards teams that act before desperation sets in. Montreal is choosing identity. Toronto is choosing efficiency. And both decisions could reshape their rosters heading into the future. Patrik Laine's situation is about direction. Bobby McMann's situation is about opportunity. One trade would send shockwaves. The other could quietly swing a playoff race. But make no mistake, both stories matter. Because when multiple teams are calling and front offices start listening, moves are never far behind. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe for more NHL trade coverage, and comment below. Should Montreal trade Patrik Laine? Should Toronto keep or trade Bobby McMann? The NHL trade season is just getting started.